Everybody has weaknesses, right? Everybody. Nobody is perfect. What are your weaknesses?
My weakness, I love people. I love my opponent. Only one my opponents I don't love. It's a Marco Huck.
Marco Huck?
Yeah.
No, not a nice guy.
Yeah, not a good bad guy because this is man say bad words for my mama.
Suck it, you son of a bitch.
Listen, it's bad.
Berlin, September 2017. The German capital was electric with anticipation as one of boxing's most prestigious tournaments began. A grand competition honoring the legacy of Muhammad Ali, featuring the world's elite heavyweight fighters. WBO world champion Oleksandr Usyk found himself in an enviable position, the right to handpick his quarterfinal opponent. The Ukrainian champion didn't hesitate for long. His eyes settled on a controversial figure, former world champion Marco Huck, the German boxer whose career had been marked by both triumph and scandal. But what led Usyk to make this particular choice?
I just wanted to fight him for a long time, because he's an arrogant, dirty, cocky boxer who doesn't know any limits. And I'm really interested in settling this with him.
For the 32-year-old Huck, this represented perhaps his final opportunity to make a significant statement in the sport. With a professional record of 45 fights and 40 victories, his reputation has been that of an overconfident individual known for questionable conduct both inside and outside the ring, and Usyk became the new target for this controversial veteran.
I'm gonna fuck him up.
As soon as Marco Huck learned his opponent's name, he launched into his usual antics to rile up the crowd. The German fighter struck with his typical behavior, deciding to play dirty once again. Huck attacked his future opponent with sharp insults and strutted around arrogantly, trying to throw him off balance.
He thinks this is just a game, but for me, it's dead serious. He's done.
However, he didn't stop at verbal attacks. During the face-to-face, he suddenly pushed Oleksandr Usyk.
Bitch! Where you running, huh? I was about to wipe the floor with you. Suck it, you son of a bitch!
But what was supposed to intimidate the champion actually worked in his favor. No one had ever seen Oleksandr so angry and motivated before. Here's how he reacted to it.
Inside me, it gave a kind of spark, a little adrenaline. I expected something like this might happen, and then it just did. I have no aggression towards him. I'm not going to push him back. I just see he's nervous, burning inside, and that's his way of protecting himself. He can't control his emotions. Fine, let him push, but name-calling is not good. I don't need to shove him to feel satisfied. Not at all. People like it, but it's just his way of protecting himself. He can behave that way. Makes no difference to me. I read somewhere that Usyk said, "I will bury him." That's a lie. I never said that. Journalists made it up. Let it be on their conscience. I don't need such words. I will just do my job, box, and love what I do.
And so it was September 9th, 2017, Berlin. The Max Schmeling Sports Complex buzzed with an excited crowd. Under the deafening roar of the stands, Oleksandr Usyk and Marco Huck stepped into the ring. The bell sounds and the fight began.
So here we go then.
From the very first seconds of the fight, Usyk dominated, launching aggressive attacks while his opponent struggled with counterattacks. Usyk's advantage grew steadily with each round.
Lesser regarded IBO crown. One and two were up on the ring edge. The Usyk scored with a good left hand to the body. Point forward, but it's a two-phase attack. It's a wail away to the body. Good right jab in evidence. Ground. Both men showing flashes of attack. Far less activity. Again, Ron telegraphing that right hand. Couldn't find the range. Some of the action from that opening round. This is where back touched the strand. Huck began to wail away with the free right hand. Well, it's a pretty impressive bunch of medalists and champions in the physical power. pound list of the trailblazers as Usyk scored with a good leg to increase the territory on which Fowler, Adams and Katie Taylor already making their mark in the pros as well. And of course, after that terrific contest against Vladimir Klitschko earlier this year, Huck making that one fall short. That's a rather clean, ponderous look at Krzysztof Vladici on the floor. Krzysztof Levansky on the floor for the first time in his career. The second time really heavily, and works away with that right hand to the body. Usyk brings his gun shield contemptuously, gets his boxing stance beneath him, marches his man back towards the ropes, begins to score with an effective southpaw left. Action heating up here.
Realizing that he would not survive in fair boxing, Huck turned on his dirty arsenal. Blows to the back of the head, grabs, illegal tricks, but Usyk was ready. He deftly left the line of attack, hit his head, and firmly protected the back of his head.
The right hand wasn't too far away from Huck, and he comes forward to do that with constant instruction from the right, from my right here at ringside. It's the world title contest, so he knows what he needs to do up there in the boxing ring, but the reminders of the third round. And again, Usyk continuing to move wonderfully. Usyk continuing to contract and expand the ring as he's making his presence felt when the two men came together at the press conference. As Usyk gets back onto the front foot, coming forward with a single phase attack, but short to the mark, and now beginning to bring uppercuts through the middle. Nailed on top in such impressive fashion. And Krzysztof, two title defenses have come on the road in the USA. And here he is. Having here is being counted immediately. You can see his energy levels remaining very good indeed, continuing to work over when he does that punch. It was blocked easily. That's a wonderful left hand to the body from Usyk. Back comes Huck with the right hand of his own, got his attention, but he's back in the space of the ring now. And what a long right hand shield in that maniacal grin that he possesses, that hard left hand, and downstairs and upstairs from Oleksandr Usyk. What a left hand! Every time Huck enjoys a little bit of success, it all comes at World Championship level.
Round after round, the picture of the fight became more and more one-sided. It seemed that Usyk could end the fight at any moment. His superiority was so great. However, the champion was in no hurry to knock out the challenger, as if deliberately prolonging the fight.
Here in right hand, good right hand lands from Huck in exaggerated fashion, and then got immediately back to first quarterfinal of the World Boxing Super Series. The idea of the concept, and that is why this and scores with some straight punch. Back comes Usyk once again. Huck bobbing and weaving to intervene. But in fairness, Robert Byrd hasn't had much to do in this contest. He's being fought at a terrific ring. On the back foot.
Usyk dominated, demonstrating his superiority to the crowd and seeming to enjoy every hit on his self-confident opponent. Marco Huck held on with all his might, but in the later rounds his strength faded.
Get the pressure in that fifth round. He's always weaving, he's pivoting off. Legs still look a little bit weary to me as he runs into a jolting right jab, working his way inside. In the neutral areas, the deeper we go into this contest. There's a launches counter. There's the lead left hook followed by a right hand. That's round number 6. Huck plodding forward. He walks Huck back towards the ropes. And there's an exchange on the bell. Once again, walking down his man. Huck fires a speculative right cross. But he's slaying. Instead, he steps right back into the breach. Wonderful counter right halfway through the 7th round. And Huck, such a tough inside the distance. As Usyk gets onto the front foot, Huck bobbing, but he can't evade these blows. He's back to the space of centering now. He may have taken a break in the first half of round 6. And Huck now, almost following now, bobbing and weaving in front of his man. The right hand from Huck, now he walks his man down once more. Looking for openings with feather-like shots. Pecking and poking with that right hook. Here's the same shot once again. But now here comes Oleksandr Usyk, unloading heavy lever. Huck covering up, trying to fight under significant pressure. And there's the bell. On legs that didn't appear to be again in that 7th stanza from this man. But I just get the sense that his forward foray is becoming a little less effective now, landing a solid right hand. Usyk just completely disregarded it and came back with his own salvo that was far more effective. Side of the Muhammad Ali trophy, as Usyk again gets on as he drops his elbows. And then he gets tagged by a straight left hand straight through the guard. Here's the same shot once again. contest with a draw, a fourth judge, as has happened in previous big fights. Through the cracking right hook, just causes Hook to his mouth wide open. That's a counter right hook though from the cagey veteran Captain Usyk. And his success is more swift punches coming from Oleksandr Usyk. Left hand success, and now snaking underhand left. Hook in with the momentum of such from Usyk.
In the ninth round, the Ukrainian unleashed a whole barrage of blows on the German, leaving him with minimal chances of salvation. It became obvious. The end was near.
Encouraged by the vocal support he's receiving here, remaining poised, remaining composed, looking for the openings to break down the defenses of this durable hard right hand to the body from Hook. Now the ninth round, right from Hook, but again, every time Usyk your head, Hook is being driven backwards. Now he's in a vulnerable position, but it appears to me, as he's put under pressure, comforting from Oleksandr Usyk, corner now, Marco Huck. But it seems to me that Hook is putting all his store, again he's driven backwards into the ropes. And perhaps we're seeing the difference here, 6 professional contests. Marco Huck again, taking up an increasingly familiar posture.
In the 10th round, Usyk went on a final assault, driving Huck to the ropes. The blows rained down one after another, and the German, pressed against the corner, only took them on himself. There was no response, and the referee stopped the beating. Technical knockout. Usyk brilliantly defended his title and confidently advanced to the semifinals of the Muhammad Ali Cup.
Sustained pressure here, he comes back with a good stairs, then working the body. Hook, popping and weaving once again off the ropes, but then he tosses across the boxing ring to take up residence on the ropes on the far side of the ring. Neil trying to hold on, but instead he's only covering up, popping and weaving. That left hand to the body caused him to wilt. Again he's trying to roll out of the corner, uppercut ripping through the middle. Robert Bird poised on Hook. All of his strength being put to the test. Usyk working away furiously. Shots underneath. Robert has stepped in and has waved it off. In the top of this contest, Oleksandr Usyk of his WBO title. Defiant former champion. Stopped in the 10th round since his loss here tonight. Stopped for the 3rd time in his career.
And still, the undefeated WBO cruiserweight champion of the world, Oleksandr Usyk.
So Oleksandr Usyk raises the Ukrainian flag aloft, along with both of his arms. That WBO strap remains